The only thing we can control as the years go by is the way we choose to age. Did you know that at 70 years old, stopping walking can drastically accelerate the aging process? And that if you start walking again every day, you can not only reverse this process but also gain years of health and vitality? In today's video, we will explore what happens to your body and mind when you stop walking after the age of 70, and, more importantly, how you can reverse it with simple and effective changes to your daily routine. If you're over 70 or know someone in that age group, this video is for you. Stay until the end and discover how to transform your health, increase your longevity, and improve your quality of life. What happens when you stop walking? Let's start by talking about what happens to the body and mind when you stop walking. For this, let's meet two friends, John and Charles. John and Charles are 73 years old and have been lifelong friends. John, who has always been active, enjoys walking in the park and doing outdoor activities. Charles, however, started avoiding walking in recent years due to joint pain and fear of falling. Now imagine what happens to them over time. John, keeping his walking routine, maintains firm muscles, active blood circulation, and good mental health. Charles, on the other hand, sees his muscle mass decrease, his joints weaken, and his mobility diminish even further. Additionally, lack of movement impacts his cardiovascular system, increasing the risk of diseases like hypertension, diabetes, and even memory problems. Studies show that after the age of 70, inactivity can lead to the loss of up to 1% of muscle mass per year, compromising balance and coordination. Lack of movement is also linked to bone density loss, increasing the risk of fractures and reducing cardiovascular capacity. Furthermore, when the body stops moving, the mind suffers as well. There is a direct connection between inactivity and cognitive decline, with an increased risk of diseases like Alzheimer's. What about you? Have you noticed a decline in your energy or willingness to do physical activities? Leave a comment below and share your experiences. How mobility impacts social and emotional life. Now that we've covered the physical impacts, let's understand how lack of movement affects social and emotional life. Maria, at 74, loves interacting with her friends and has always been active in social activities. However, after a health issue, she started reducing her walks and isolating herself more at home. Her friend Anna, on the other hand, continued exercising regularly, which kept her with contagious energy and an incredible willingness to go out and maintain her social network. Inactivity can lead to social isolation, a significant factor that worsens depression and loneliness. Lack of movement can also generate a feeling of disconnection from the world around you, leading to increased anxiety. Research indicates that after 70 years old, lack of physical activity can increase stress and anxiety levels, in addition to contributing to feelings of loneliness. Regular movement has the power to release endorphins, the happiness hormone, promoting a sense of well-being and mental health. Have you noticed any improvement in your mental well-being after a walk? Share your experience in the comments. The power of walking for the brain. Did you know that walking is one of the best exercises to keep your brain healthy? Let's talk about how walking can be a natural remedy for the brain. Robert, at 76, started walking every day after reading about the benefits of physical activity for the mind. Over time, he noticed significant improvements in his memory and concentration. A study from Harvard University showed that walking regularly can improve memory and even reduce the risk of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. Physical activity also increases the production of new brain cells in the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory and learning. Additionally, walking improves blood flow to the brain, resulting in more energy and better mental clarity. Have you noticed any improvement in your mental well-being after a walk? Share your experience in the comments. How to reverse the effects of inactivity. Now that we understand the impacts of inactivity, let's see how to reverse it and get moving again. What can you do today to improve your health and mobility? Helena, at 80, thought that age had caught up with her. But after consulting her doctor, she started walking 15 minutes a day. Over the months, she felt less joint pain, more energy, and an incredible improvement in her mood. She not only improved her mobility, but also reduced her risk of chronic diseases. Start with small walks of 5 to 10 minutes a day. Gradually increase the time as your endurance improves. Don't worry if you have limitations. The walk can be adapted at a slower pace with the support of a walker, or even on a treadmill if you prefer. Incorporating strength and stretching. Exercises also helps to strengthen muscles and joints, making walking more effective. Let's wrap up with some extra tips on how you can stay motivated for this new lifestyle. Staying motivated and disciplined. Now that you know how important it is to get moving again, how do you stay motivated to keep going? John, who has always been active, found a way to keep motivated. He started walking with a friend. Socializing became an extra incentive, and they scheduled daily meetups to walk together. Find a walking partner to make exercise more enjoyable. Set small, achievable goals. For example, walk for 10 minutes every day for a week. Vary the route or activity to avoid monotony. Try parks, beaches, or trails. Today, we've seen what happens to the body and mind when we stop walking and how to reverse it with small steps. Walking, besides improving physical health, brings amazing emotional and cognitive benefits. And the best part? It's never too late to start. Remember, the secret to healthy aging lies in the choices we make every day. Take the first step today toward a more active and fulfilling life. If you enjoyed this content, give us a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to keep receiving tips on how to age with health and happiness. See you in the next video. Which of these tips will you start applying today? Comment below. And if you're already feeling the benefits of an active life, share your story with us.